Hi guys, just a quick recap on what we did in class on Monday. So we looked at finding areas of different figures, irregular figures, how we made it into triangles and squares and rectangles, which we are very familiar with, to find the areas of irregular shapes. And we also did more work on this in our warm-up today, and you did more work in the last night's homework, and we just went over the homework answers and warm-up answers. Now we're going to move on from finding areas to drawing squares and finding square roots in our next investigation, which is going to be this. So to do this, we're going to first start with drawing squares. What do you think? Drawing squares and finding the area of the squares, is that easy or what? Well, we'll find out. So what I want you to first do is in a 5 by 5 grid. By that, I mean, if you look at this, there are 5 dots horizontally and there are 5 dots vertically. So I want you to draw 5 dots horizontally and vertically. So it's called as a 5 by 5 grid. Even though it's not like a grid, it's just a dot, but it's still called a 5 by 5 grid. I want you to draw this either in your notebook or in a piece of paper, because we're going to use this for our activity right now. First, what I want you to draw is in this one 5 by 5 grid, I want you to draw the smallest possible square and the largest possible square within this one 5 by 5 grid. So if it was up to me, this is what I would draw. The smallest possible square is probably this 1 by 1, right? And the largest one is the entire grid. So I'm going to draw this whole thing. So this would be my smallest and the largest. So finding the area of these, that's easy, right? You've done this already. So the area of this square is 1 times 1, that's 1. But remember, don't forget the unit. So it's going to be 1 square unit. And the area of this would be 1, 2, 3, 4 times 4, that is 16 square units. Great. That's easy, right? Okay. Now, taking this idea a little further, what I want you to do is, in these 5 by 5 grids, I want you to draw as many squares as you can with different areas, but it should fit in 5 by 5 grid. By that I mean, if you draw one 5 by 5 grid, you should be able to fit your squares inside of this. So I want you to draw as many squares as you can in this 5 by 5 grid and compute their areas, and do this in your notebook or in a piece of paper neatly so we can actually see it. And then about 10 minutes, actually 8 minutes later, I'm going to see you on Google Chat with this notebook or paper where the work is done. And then we'll chat more. Alright? I'll see you in about 8 minutes in Google Chat.